Hello everyone, how's everyone doing today? Have another video. Been a little bit under the weather the last few days. Haven't posted much. Had some stuff going on here. So today we're talking about a video that pertains to my life this past week. And that is, how do you cure bloating and indigestion? And I bring this to you, I'll tell you a little story. It's a little bit gross, but I'm going to tell you it anyway. We found a video for pancakes this past weekend. And I made pancakes stuff before, Belgian waffles, homemade Belgian waffles, things like that before, never a problem. And we had made a recipe the prior week that used buttermilk. And it's rare I ever buy buttermilk or ever use buttermilk in any recipes. So this recipe for these pancakes called for that. And so we did it. And they turned out really good. That is until about an hour later, and me and my girlfriend had what I would like to call digestive tract meltdown, we'll call it, right? And so this recipe used 2 1/4 cups of buttermilk. So I cranked it open, smelled it, smelled kind of like nasty milk, but not too bad. It's kind of the way buttermilk smells. It has more of a pungent, stanky kind of smell to it. And just like 24 hours of the most extreme bloating and belching and other things. And it was absolutely miserable. Even though if you've been in that situation before, which I'm sure everybody on here has, you try to go do something and it's just like you can't. You can't do anything, right? Absolutely just miserable. I'm just lucky we're not on a trip somewhere. We're not on an airplane for 13, 14, 18 hours. That would have been a horrible crisis. If you went to the bathroom on an airplane before, you know you don't do that unless you absolutely have to, because they're real nasty and it's a real tiny little room. So during that situation, I tried a few things. I tried my activated charcoal tabs. Usually this will fix a lot of stuff. You eat something really bad. It didn't touch that. I'd already taken my probiotics for the day, and I think that's the only reason why I didn't get actually physically sick, like throwing up sick. So our speculation is the milk was going bad, but not bad. Well within date, but we had that before too. So I got to looking up what can fix this. I saw a few videos. I said, okay, let me get on Google and try to look this up and see what others are talking about here. And we landed on one thing that you will probably have in your spice cabinet, and that is fennel seed. Now, I don't use these a lot. I have these in my spice cabinet. They have kind of a licorice kind of smell to them. And we use these a few times on, like on a rub for like a pork loin. I really don't remember. It's been quite a while since I used any of those. And they're kind of big seeds. You usually have to grind them up so you're not eating seeds and that kind of stuff. But, you know, after having a meal today that had actual fennel in it, not just the seeds, but the actual bulb of fennel, I thought, let's do a video on this. So it basically says chewing fennel seeds after a meal can help digestion by reducing gas, bloating, and indigestion. Anti-inflammatory fennel seeds can help soothe inflammation in intestines. Anti-spasmodic fennel seeds contain anethole, A-N-E-T-H-O-L-E, which can relax the muscles of the gastrointestinal tract. Carminative fennel seeds can help decrease bacteria that causes gases. So I'll put this up on the screen for you guys. You don't have to listen to me read through the whole thing. It's kind of an interesting write-up. Apparently this is a thing. I did not know that. This helps gas, bloating, diarrhea, constipation, abdominal pain. It says, according to a 2016 review, a combination of fennel seeds, sodium bicarbonate, and syrup is sometimes used to make gripe water, G-R-I-P-E water, to help relieve in gas in children. And according to the 2017 review, a chemical in fennel called anethole, A-N-E-T-H-O-L-E, may help relax the muscles of the gastrointestinal tract. We just read this on here. May help relieve bloating, improve digestion. How to use fennel seeds. Fennel seeds contain higher concentrations of oils in the fennel plant. For this reason, you only need to use between 1 teaspoon and 1 tablespoon, 2 to 6 grams of dried whole fennel seeds in most recipes. Some way to include fennel seeds in your diet include making tea with fennel seeds. It does kind of have a unique licorice kind of smell to it. They're kind of weird because, oh, there we go. The taste takes a long time to come through. It really does. And you kind of get that anise, licorice kind of texture to it or taste to it. Interesting. Anyhow, fennel seeds can be consumed a variety of ways, including eating them alone or on top of other foods, infusing them in tea, adding them to honeys or syrups. And a lot of you may or may not have this in your spice cabinet. Put these for probably more than a year, and it's almost totally full still. But if you have gas or indigestion or any kind of gastrointestinal malfunction from eating foods, try these. Let me know how these worked for you guys in the comments. I'd like to hear about that. But that's a big thing right now. This is from a 2019 review, the very latest one of these. And so the research is all pretty new from 2016, 2017, and then again in 2019. Even though this is an old remedy, there hasn't been much research on it done until the last few years, apparently. And the last, almost 10 years now. And this is a very interesting deal. I really thought with our probiotic and our charcoal tabs, I had all bases covered. So what are you going to do? On your next trip, you're going to take a jar of fennel seeds with you. They don't taste bad when you eat them. They're not offensive. And the recommended dose is just a pinch, just a small amount of fennel seeds after a meal. So if it means you have to eat a pinch of fennel seeds after a meal not to have gas and bloating, well, that means everybody can eat McDonald's now, right? Everybody can eat Taco Bell. I don't know if it goes that far, right? I think in a normal setting, that'll work out just fine. If you eat something that's physically bad, there's not much to help you. It depends on how much of it you ate and how bad it was. I guess the two different things. Even when we're doing the MRE channel, and I would normally going to be eating something old, nasty, I would take the charcoal tabs beforehand. And that would kind of, for the most part, guarantee you there was not going to be a huge crisis. But this is a problem, especially with the foods we have in America today. The quality of foods is very low. There is a ton of preservatives, a ton of ugly ingredients in this stuff. And it's in almost everything you buy in the store, as we talked about earlier in prior videos. So any kind of ammunition we have to combat these ugly foods and make your stomach more at ease, especially when you have to go eat out. I think a lot of people has gotten to the point now in 2024, they can't eat out all the time. It doesn't make financial sense. And then you go to the grocery store trying to buy groceries. That doesn't make financial sense either. Groceries are alarming how much groceries cost in 2024 in America. And it's just hundreds of dollars a week for eating almost nothing. And the issue is a lot of families, they can't afford real groceries. Those are the ones going to a fast food place, getting the dollar menu. Those are the ones buying ramen noodles, buying cup of noodles, buying hot dogs, and the nasty bologna, bologna, whatever you want to call it. It's nasty, right? I saw an alarming amount of people buying Braunschweiger, which is like a German liver roll. Last time I was in Aldi's. And I had that as a kid. My parents are German, but man, would I eat that to now, in today's age? No. If it was homemade, it's a different situation, right? You know what's in it, but just something prepackaged on a shelf in the grocery store, I can't even imagine. The same as the bacon. You go to Walmart or somewhere and there's bacon on the shelf, not refrigerated bacon. It's just in a box on the shelf. It's warm. What do you have to put in bacon to make it stay good at room temperature for months? I don't know, but I don't want it. That's for damn sure. That's for sure. But anyhow, like I said, let me know in the comments how you turned out with this, if you try to use this in your stomach. And that's it. Thank you. We'll see you again tomorrow.